Hey, 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 welcome back to another episode of Your Secret Safe with A. I'm Grace, and today we're getting real spicy and unfiltered.
I mean, we're not holding anything back today, are we?
Definitely not. Do we ever? Today's episode is going to be all about icks and turnoffs when you're dating and sleeping with men because we've all been there and things may seem perfect at first in that little honeymoon phase, but then something happens and it kills the vibe and everything else.
Right? I'm like, we're going to talk about all the things we always want to tell you guys, like what really gets on our nerves when it comes to pleasure.
And why it's a total deal breaker. I'm literally already just like getting the ick thinking about them. Like I'm already getting the heebie-jeebies. Like, ugh.
Not the
Like,
heebie-jeebies.
like I'm already like, ugh, grossed out. But like for example, when you have to coach someone on how to give you a good orgasm over and over and over again, Vikki knows all about that. And sometimes it's gonna be a deal breaker because it's 2025. Why do you not know how to eat a woman out at this point? Anyways, right, Vikki?
Yeah, I was with someone who will not be named who, despite multiple tutorials and suggestions, thought it would be a good idea to bite my clit repeatedly while eating me out. And girlies, if that has ever happened to you, you know that fucking hurts. Like, that fucking hurts. Like, are you trying to pleasure me?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I married that person, but,
Yikes.
yikes, but it shouldn't feel like a tutorial session every time. If you're in a situation where you have to give step-by-step instructions on, what feels good and then repeat those instructions every single time, it's exhausting.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not here to teach you how to do the basics. Especially at our grown age, you should already know how to do that. If you're like a 19-year-old and we're both 19, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Of course. But at this point in our lives, you should know what you're doing. And it's frustrating because we shouldn't have to play teacher every time we're getting intimate.
Yeah, and if we tell you once, like, learn it. Learn it. Don't make us repeat ourselves. I mean, just like Grace said, it's exhausting. And it's not about being picky. It's about chemistry and connection. And if you're not taking the time to learn what works for your partner, it's a little disrespectful. It really is. And it's one thing if it's a new thing and you're trying to figure it out together. But if we have to coach you every single time, like, sorry, we're going to find better.
True. And I feel
True.
like if you've been with that person for a long, like if it's the first few times you've hooked up, like you're learning each other's bodies, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've been with that person for a while,
Mm-hmm.
you know that person's body, you know that person's likes and dislikes, and at that point, you should know how to get that person off.
Yeah. I know this couple at the time they were dating, but they've since gotten married and every time they would like get close to orgasm, he's like, "Did you go?" Like, "Did you go?"
This is not Monopoly. You do not pass go and collect $200.
Instead of being like, "Did you come? Did you whatever?" He's like, "Did you go?" I'm like, "What am I supposed to say? I just went?" Like, I don't
Go piss, girl. Like,
like
oh my god. But I feel like there's a difference between the effort and willingness to learn and just not really giving a shit about how to figure out what makes your partner feel good and what they need and what they like. Like for me, for an example, I am hard to get off sometimes, but Mr. W has made sure to know what I like and what feels good. And if they can't do that, it's a major turnoff.
Yeah, it is. And even though Mr. Spreadsheet and I are a new relationship and we're still trying to figure things out, we're both down to experiment. And I can tell you what, if I tell him something once, he does not forget. He does not forget. Snaps for Vicks. We were literally together on Sunday. And I'd been on my period the week before. It was finally chilled out, and this man literally ate me out like 5 times in a row after fucking me and making me come. And every time I would orgasm, he was just like, down again, again, again.
Oh my
And
god.
girl, it was wild, wild. We're
How
both still fantasizing about how hot it was. And I don't know about y'all, but there's something so hot about a partner that gets turned on by making sure that you come.
Absolutely. 100%.
And we're way more giving in return. I tell you what, after a couple orgasms, like I'm loopy. You can ask me to do whatever the fuck you want. Like I'm down.
Oh, absolutely. I'm pretty sure I was a little drunk and Mr. W had made me come and I was like, let's do anal. Which I'm like,
Like guys learn, like girls, once we come once, well, maybe not everyone. I'm not going to speak for the crowd, but once we come once, it's easier to make us come again, and we're also going to be more invested in your orgasm because it's going to keep making us come.
exactly, because when women orgasm, it's almost like a euphoria for us. You could ask me to do anything at that point. Like it's like the post orgasm clarity or euphoria. I'm just like,
I'm like, guys have post nut clarity and they feel guilty. I come once and I'm like, I'm just going to come for the rest of my life and die right
oh,
here.
absolutely. I'm like, I've never felt better in my entire life. I could do anything right now. Yeah, life update. Tell me about fucking Norfolk, bitch. You've went and visited Mr. Spreadsheet for the first time in his area. What?
His area. I don't know if I have a life update.
You were literally just with him for like 5 days.
No, we had a mostly great time. I was a little psycho a couple nights.
Yeah, because you kept texting me sad, 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 and I kept being like, why? What's happening? And you were just like, man, drunk. And I'm like, that doesn't tell me why.
I didn't realize I was doing that. But no, the first night, what did I cry about on the first night? I don't remember. The second night I cried because I was scared to have his babies because I was like, it's gonna hurt and ruin my vagina, and I cried about it.
Your vagina snaps back, like, or not like snaps back, you know what I mean? Like, or like a frog's tongue that snaps back, but like, it takes a few weeks, but it goes back to normal. Do your Kegels, girl.
I'm scared. But yeah, I cried about it for a little while, and then it was just a bad weekend. I mean, like, no, we had a good time, but Sunday was definitely our best day. Friday, I got a little too
Yeah.
drunk. Saturday, I got a little too drunk. Not to mention, I was on my period, and I don't know about y'all, but when I'm on my period, my hormones, I'm a little crazy when I'm on my period. And a lot of things are gonna make me cry and or make me feel insecure. That was me this weekend. And then Sunday, we ate a shit ton of oysters on Friday. Sunday, I spent the entire day throwing up and having diarrhea in his house.
Sunday was our best day, but I was sick all day by shitting and throwing up.
Well, no, we crossed a new level, and I was like, for those who don't know, I have celiac disease, so I was eating out at a bunch of different places I'd never eaten at before, and I was like, you know what? Must have gotten glutened, cracked it up to that, whatever. So I'm dying all day. Eventually in the evening, I'm better. That's when we had the multi-orgasm night. This man literally just ate me out 5 times in a row after I spent the entire day throwing up and having diarrhea.
He is a true hero. He needs like a fucking badge of honor.
And partially still on my period. Like, this man is in the trenches, but
Oh my god.
anyway, what like an embarrassing day. Those of you that are with new partners, the first time you poop in somebody's house is very anxiety ridden. So amplify that by 10 with explosive diarrhea and vomiting for 24 hours straight. So anyway, I felt awful. Then Monday comes around. He's throwing up and has diarrhea all day too.
Oh no! Wait, did you guys get like some type of food poisoning
We
from the
don't
oysters?
know. We don't know. We ate so many oysters. That's literally what we think it was. But
Oh my god, that
we
makes me
had
so
fun.
sad.
Sunday we spent all night. Like we made like one of those little like once I was like feeling well enough. First and
Yeah.
foremost, he took me to get gluten-free ramen, which I was
Aw.
almost too sick to eat. But anyway, he blew up an air mattress in his living room and made like popcorn, and we watched Dune because I'd never seen it. So we watched the
I
first
love that movie. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
So we watched the first Dune and the second Dune in a little like pillow fort curled up on the little air mattress. And like that's when we had our little sexy time, whatever. But no, the next day he woke up and he was throwing up and having diarrhea too. So either he got it from me because I have a shit ass immune system, or like we ate something bad. But it was a new level of bonding this weekend
Oh
because
my
we were
God.
literally both repulsively throwing up and pooping ourselves.
It's fucking batshit. Meanwhile, Mr. W, I'm still trying to break him on this. When I went to go visit him,
Mm-hmm.
where he lives, he has a 2-level house,
Mm-hmm.
and he would not poop upstairs. He would go downstairs into his basement to poop. And I'm like, homie, we've been together for almost a year at this point. I do not care. And he sent me this meme the other day about your significant, like your woman partner, like farting and stuff like that. I started laughing and I was like, well, get ready this weekend because I've been eating these protein bars trying to hit my protein intake, and they are making me so gassy, and the farts are so bad.
I was having bad farts all weekend, and like he's a trumpet farter. That's what
Oh my God. I just picture him being like, well, like,
and he's so polite about it. He apologizes.
I know my stomach hurts.
Laughing so hard,
Oh,
no. Sunday morning when I like woke up throwing up, I like went downstairs and laid on the couch so I was closer to the bathroom, and so I like wouldn't wake him up with having to like poop and vomit every like 5 minutes. And the next morning he came downstairs and he's like, "Baby, I thought you left," like because I was in one of those like I'm gonna
run.
sabotage this run moments, and he was like, "I woke up, you weren't next to me, your phone was there, all your stuff was there, like." He was like, "I thought you just left and deserted everything and were never going to talk to me again." And I was like, "Well, no, I'm just violently throwing up and shitting my pants and I didn't want you to be around me." He's like, "Baby, I would always take care of you. Like, you should have told me you weren't feeling good." And I was like, meh. It's like,
So cute. Meanwhile, Mr. W and I are visiting my older brother this weekend, and let me read you this text message. This man is panicking about staying there.
why?
I don't know. He's weird about staying at other people's places. He just gets nervous.
Hmm.
And he goes, okay, but listen for a second. Like, what if I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night? I said, no one gives a flying shit. Literally, there's 10 bathrooms in this house. Everyone in my family shits, and they use sound machines like a rocket is blasting off. He was like, 10 bathrooms? He's like, does our room have a bathroom and shower? I said, yes. I'm exaggerating, but there's 2 bathrooms on each level, basically. So my brother has a huge-ass house. I was like, you're gonna be fine.
He's like already stressing out to plan where he can poop.
Yes, I'm like, if need be, you can go into the basement. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 level house. You can go into the basement where no one's gonna hear you or see you or smell you. You will be okay.
Mr. Spreadsheet was so polite. I like we were downstairs like together, and I was like, "I'm gonna go upstairs because I'm having some problems." And he was like, "I'll turn on the speaker for you, baby."
That's so nice. One time I was like, damn, he's taking a really long shower. And then I heard the toilet flush and I was like, oh, he was pooping.
I don't know about y'all. I'm a speed pooper. I go fast.
You go so fast. Like, I think it depends on the poop. Like, this past week, because I started my period, my poops were terrible and really slow. But today, my poops were fast, which means I'm like, my period is coming to an end. Thank God. But did you know that the reason why women get period shits or they can get diarrhea on their period is because the way your
Like uterus contracts, and it like contracts your asshole too.
And your intestines, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so convinced I have endometriosis, but I don't know how we got on like the poop pod, but
The poop. Yeah, we're supposed to be talking about people's icks when they fuck and date someone. But
I'm like, is it an
about
ick? Yes or
shitting.
no? Can your partner shit and fart around you?
I don't think it's an ick.
It's not an ick for me.
Because, I mean, everyone does it. I mean, I don't want him, like, indoor shitting and being like, oh, like, that's a fucking ick.
That
But
is an ick.
oh, I'm gonna go poop. I'm like, okay.
Like, have fun.
Yeah, especially after my morning coffee cup, like, I need to go do some business on the porcelain throne. You know what I mean?
Okay, this is the poop pod episode.
Oh my god, is it an ick if a guy gets shit on their dick after anal?
I get really embarrassed, but it's happened to me.
That is my biggest fear. Anytime I've had anal, I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna pull their dick out, and there's just gonna be a pile of shit on their dick. Like, I obviously know that's not gonna happen, but that is my big fear.
It's all about your anal prep. For a while, I was really crazy about it, and anytime a guy would pull his dick out of my ass, I would wrap my hand around his dick in case, like, so I could get it first.
Let me see that.
Yeah, it's like I would
Come
hold
here.
his dick while he's pulling out.
They were probably like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? Get on over here. Come here. I'm picturing you doing it like the way you call Zeus and Mila, whistling at them like, come here, guys.
Well, no, it's like if they're hitting it from behind and they're about to pull out, I'll be like, go slow, and you just wrap your hand around it. They pull out, and you're holding it with your hand, and you know.
Oh my god. I don't know, one of the times that me and Mr. W did anal, I was constipated or
You do not do anal when you're constipated. That is a wild move.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I had pooped that day. So I was really, really, really nervous. I was like, okay, yeah, we can do anal or whatever. And then we're in the middle of it. And in my head, I was like, oh my god, I haven't pooped today. I was like, oh shit. And then literally, and then we were done. And he was pulling out. And in my head, I was like, please don't be any poop. Please don't be any poop. Please don't be any poop.
You just like hop in the shower. It's not the end of the world.
There's this girl I know from college. I don't talk to her anymore, but I have two stories. One girl, she was doing anal with a guy and she was fucked up and she literally had diarrhea in his bed. In bed. Another girl I know, this guy, they had fucked before, but he really wanted to do anal and she was like, no, I don't want to. And he was like, I'll literally buy you some type of designer bag if you let me do anal. And she was like, okay. I was just like, what the fuck is going on with these bitches?
Yeah, you have to be really vulnerable to tell someone about a time that anal went wrong. But it happens.
It happens to everybody. It happens to us. It happens to people we know.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes your man will still fuck you multiple times after having explosive diarrhea, so it's fine.
Exactly. That is what love is.
Love.
Hello.
Okay, this episode's gone off the rails now that we've had a life catch up. Anyway, we're both still happily with our boyfriends. We're pooping not in front of them. They know we poop. They know we poop.
We're open door shitting.
We're not open door shitting. We're not there yet.
Fuck no, I will never be there.
You wouldn't give someone a blumpkin? Is that an ick?
That's an ick. And our friend's nickname wait, hold on. Our friend who always joked about blumpkins, if you're listening to this, fuck you. It's a fucking ick, you nasty ass bitch.
Dr. B.
And tell your girlfriend it's a fucking ick, and I hope she never gives you one.
I don't know if she would.
I feel like she's better than that.
And she was like, yeah, I would give him a blumpkin all the time.
That's so gross.
I mean, I've never done that. Like, pat on the back. Good for Vicks.
I'm proud of you for never doing that, because boys get sweaty when they shit, and then you have to smell it, and you're on your knees, and you're putting your face towards the shit water. Why the fuck would you ever want to give a blumpkin? That is an ick. Ladies, gentlemen, people who give blowjobs, no.
I mean, I would give someone a blumpkin. I would give Mr. Spreadsheet a blumpkin if he asked.
I know you would.
But he would never ask. Maybe he would. I don't know. We're experimenting.
As I would say, if you were to say, hey, I want to try this, you know that man would be like, okay, let me go.
No, he said he won't poop in front of me.
Oh, well then maybe he would.
So maybe he won't. I don't know. It's early. Stay tuned on the blumpkin.
Mr. W would never. He would rather cut off his own arm. What?
I'm not eating dinner because dirty martinis have olives. Olives are dinner.
Yeah, okay.
Agreed.
Yes. Oh my God. I had the best dirty martini the other weekend, last weekend, because I went up for my friend's baby shower. And we went out afterwards, and we went to this super cute little bar, and I got a dirty martini. Oh no, dirty martini was my second drink. I had an espresso martini first, of course. But they asked me how many olives I wanted, and I said, "Ooh, I want 4," thinking they were going to be little ones. They were the fattest, thickest olives I've ever seen, like the size of a quarter. And he comes over with like it, and he puts it down in front of me, and I whipped my head to him, and I was like, "Those are the fattest, thickest boys I've ever seen." And he started laughing. He was like, "Oh yeah, we got the thick olives here." I was like, "Do you?"
Those of you who follow us on Instagram, you may have noticed that last week we asked you, what are some of your sexual icks? So we're going to go ahead and read those. And Grace and I are going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. We're going to read what the ick is and whether it's a yuck or yum for us. Grace, explain yuck and yum.
Yes. So yuck is you wouldn't do it. You find it gross. Self-explanatory. Explanatory. Oh my God. And yum is something that you're all in on. You would totally do it. That type of thing. Yeah. And it's gonna be a speed round, so it's kind of be like almost like speed dating. I'm gonna say it, and then we are going to, like, first thought in our head, we're gonna say it.
Yep.
Okay. Watching them put on a condom.
Yuck.
Glad we agree. This person said, little ear tongue thing that they do. Like, I guess stick their tongue in your ear.
Yuck.
Oh, I get the heebie-jeebies. When the dude stares at you and doesn't blink, it was fucking weird. Yuck.
I mean, there's a good level of eye contact.
I knew it!
I like a little bit of eye contact. It's a yucky yum. It's a yucky yum.
I know it. As soon as I said it and you paused, I was like, oh, here we go.
All right, go.
Okay, next one. When they ask you to call them daddy.
Yuck.
Ugh. When they think they're rubbing the clit, but they're way off.
Yuck.
And I did that as a poll. Oh, dang it, I can't see it now. But a lot of people were like, yeah, that was me. And if you voted no, you're lying to yourself.
You're lying.
This one person said, I'm my own ick because one week I love it super freaky, and the next week I'm a Christian woman.
Yum to the freaky, yuck to the Christian.
But also, I guess yuck and yum for me, because I will do that. Like, sometimes I'm like, fucking degrade the shit out of me. And then other times, oh, I'm holier than thou. Just missionary. You know what I mean?
No.
Well, I know you don't know what I mean.
Okay,
Anyways,
keep going.
Face eaters. No one wants that much tongue and wetness on their face.
Yuck.
Yuck. I have a good story about that. When they record you without your consent. Yuck. And jail. And prison time.
This has happened to me. Initially, I was like, this is a yuck, but it would have been a yum if they had asked me first.
Right. A lot of things with consent can be yums.
Yes.
And without consent, they're yucks.
Correct.
Okay. Let's go along with our poop stories. This person said, when the poop stains the sheets.
Been there, but yuck, I'm so sorry.
I can't even remember who put this in. I think it was a guy who sent it in, but I remember reading it and being like, what?
I mean, did it really stain or like?
It says when the poop stains, man.
I mean, poop is a yuck. But sometimes it happens, and if you're gonna go in the poop hole loophole, then beware.
You gotta be prepared. Oh my god. Okay. When you tell them you're about to come, so they get excited and change it up.
Yuck.
Why do men do that? I feel like they all do that. If a girl says, oh, I'm close or I'm about to come, do not move a fucking millimeter of whatever
No.
the fuck
Like,
you're
keep
doing.
doing the exact same thing you were doing. Like,
Literally.
don't switch it up. Don't change the rhythm. If you're giving me mouth, don't give me fingers. If you're giving me fingers, don't give me mouth. Don't try to stick your dick
Exactly.
in right when I'm coming, because guess what? You're going to
Exactly.
lose it.
Yep. And it's just
It'll
gonna
be like,
flitter
woo,
away.
ghost.
Yeah, exactly. When they growl like an animal. Yuck.
Yuck.
I have a story about this one too.
Okay.
My double chin when I'm on top.
Yummy yuck.
Yeah.
I love being on top.
So I used to hate it, but then I came into my own. And I like it now because I just love I love the power I feel when I'm on top and I can see it on their face and they're like enjoying it and they're like, oh fuck, that feels good. I'm like, fuck yeah, it does, bitch.
Okay. Serious question. When you're on top, grinding or bouncing?
I do like both. It like depends.
Which one's for you and which one's for him?
Well, so for me and Mr. W, he likes it when I grind. So I do that and I'm like, sick. Feels good for me. So.
Sick. I'm a grinder for me.
Mm-hmm.
Bouncer for Mr. Spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, girl, it is aerobic. Like, I am like imagine a trampoline. Like, imagine like I am bouncing my butt on a trampoline over and over and over again. Like, I think he likes the like.
Yeah.
Because that's the sound my ass makes. Like,
thank you for that sound effect. Oh my god. But yeah, and like sometimes like I'll like come up off of it and I'll do like a little like twirly twirl around it and then I'll like slowly go down and
like a little grindy twirl, not all the way off. Here's me. This is what I'm thinking. You're like turning around.
No. Like
I'm like, Grace is doing a 180. She's like doing the carousel on his dick.
I'm doing a cartwheel. Backflip. Oh my god. Okay. Next one. I need to know, are listener socks on or off during sex? And it was a poll. 16% said on and 84% said off.
Socks on.
I'm a socks off girly.
Socks on. Girlies, warm feet makes you come. There's an article on this. Read it.
I'm going to wear socks this weekend, I've decided. But it's also funny because most of the off people were women that voted in the poll, which I thought was interesting.
It's because they haven't read this article and they don't know it's good for them.
Or listen to this podcast.
Yeah, socks on. Try me, girlies.
Okay. Next one is asking me if I like something or if he's doing it right. Do I look like I'm enjoying myself? Yuck.
I don't... In the right context,
yes.
It is okay. Like, oh yeah, baby, you like that is different than like, do you like that?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like they have to be confident in it.
Yes. It's a confident, oh, I know you like that. I'm like, oh.
Yes. That one. And two, I feel like ones that are like, oh, do you like that? Or like, is this good for you? I feel like those are the ones that are like, I bet fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is this good for you? Like, no. No, because you didn't make me come first before you started fucking me. You got to make me come fingers or mouth before you fuck me. Rule. Yep. Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely. Agreed. When they bite your pussy, if this has happened to you, you know how bad it hurts. Yuck.
Yuck. I'm like a little leg nipping. Yes.
Yeah.
If you can like give me a little nippy on my thigh like, when I'm like coming, like do that. You bite my clit, you're going to fucking jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not there to be bit, motherfucker.
Oh, that hurts. I can't even imagine girls that get their clits pierced. First and foremost, I'm like, apparently it feels good, but I'm like, if it's anything like having your clit bit, like, holy fucking shit, there is nothing that hurts more.
So I almost got my clit pierced, and I looked into it, but there's a 50% chance that they can nick it wrong when they pierce it, and it's like almost like a genital mutilation where like you have no feeling. And I'm like, I would kill myself.
Yeah. I mean, totally reasonable response. Yum. Easy, yum. Kill yourself.
This one says, repeat, all caps, repeatedly slapping my ass. Yuck.
Yum in the right context.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's like a onesie, twosie, fuck yeah, I get it. But if it's like I think the person also followed up with this, I can't remember, and they were like, when I say repeatedly, I mean like spanking me repeatedly to the point where it was not enjoyable. And I was like, oh yeah, that's an ick, that's a yuck. It's fine, you can say yum.
Yum in the right context.
Okay, next one is being asked, what do you want me to do during sex? Be a man and decide. Yuck.
Yuck. Yeah, don't ask me, because if you know anything about a woman, we do not want to make decisions. We don't even know where we want to eat. So I shouldn't be telling you how to eat.
Literally.
Nope.
Oh my god, I'm gonna clip that shit. Especially because as women, we are making decisions all fucking day.
Yeah.
We want our man to come in and grab us and fuck us good and not have to make any decisions.
Right. And there's going to be times we do the same for you. It's not like you have to instigate every single time or whatever. Right. I'm not a starfish. So anyone who's going to be like, ooh, this bitch is a starfish. No, I'm fucking not a starfish. But sometimes it's just nice to be with someone that gets it and knows how to make you come. Mm-hmm. Like, if fucking you becomes a chore, bye.
Literally. And if I have to coach you over and over and over and over again, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I'm like, I'll coach you once, yes. What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
Fool me 3 times, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think you're just done. It's like that J. Cole song. Fuck the peace signs. Load the chopper, let it.
Yeah. Okay, this next one says, come for me, baby, when I'm nowhere near close to it. Throws me off too much, and then I definitely can't come. I'm going to say initially to this, yuck. But I will yum it if I am close, and he knows that I'm close, and he's doing exactly what he's supposed to, and he's like, oh, I want you to come for me, and I'm be like, I'm squirting all over you.
I mean, yeah, definitely a yum, because he knows it's coming.
Right, yes.
If you don't know it's coming and you're like, come for me, baby, and I'm like, obviously not even remotely wet or close, it's like...
And I'm deadpan looking at you.
But yeah, no, I like being told to come on command. Yum. Yum, yum.
Okay, next one. When a guy Spider-Man's your face after he comes in his hand, does that mean like he literally comes in his hand and he just like goes like this and like...
Yeah, like think like launching a web. It's like he comes in his hand and then he like at your face.
Yuck.
Yuck. I mean, maybe yum, but yuck.
I fucking hate that. No, thank you. Next one, when he puts on his sexy time playlist from 2017. Yuck.
Oh, okay. Me and the guy that had the little poop incident had a sexy time playlist, and I'm gonna tell you guys some of the songs, because as soon as you guys hear these songs, you are going to have one of those moments. What is it, like nostalgia?
Oh, yeah, nostalgia.
So I only know these songs because I reconnected with this person last year for the first time in almost 10 years. And we were talking about our sex playlist, and we like remembered a bunch of the songs. Okay. One of them is Cold Water, Major Lazer, Justin Bieber.
To listen to these songs ever again. I'm just gonna be thinking about you getting fucked.
Capsize, Friendship, and Emily Warren. There's this really good one that I'm trying to find it. What's the 50 Shades of Grey song? Because it was in there.
Oh, by The Weeknd, Earned It?
Yes.
I fucking love that song. Every time I listen to that song, I'm like, I wanna get fucked.
That was in the playlist. That was also in the Red Room threesome. He played that song over and over again. I was like, because you are literally Christian Grey.
I was going to say, that's so Christian Grey of him.
There's one more song by The Weeknd, Starboy.
is not a sexy song? What the
It was
fuck?
on the playlist.
I'm a star boy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a star boy. Oh my god. Oh, okay, and that was it. That was the last one.
Okay.
So one of the stories I have for I think it was like the eating face one.
Mm-hmm.
I will never forget this. It was like one of my first movie makeouts in high school. And this man literally ate my face. He like rubbed my skin off around like my lips. And I like for the whole like 2 hours of the movie, and I kept like trying to come up for air, and
Mm-hmm.
he kept being like pulling my face, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I don't want to do this.
Are you okay, so I found this out about myself recently. I don't think I like tongue when I'm making out.
I like a little
I
bit of
like a
tongue.
little bit of tongue, but like I don't want your whole tongue like in my mouth.
Yeah, same. Like I'm big. I'm mostly just mouth.
Yeah, I'm mostly just mouth kiss, like with a
Yeah.
little bit of like, but not like a.
Right, exactly. Oh my god. Okay, I have another story.
Here we go.
So, this was like a few years ago. It was when I was living in Charleston,
Mm-hmm.
and there was this guy, and him and I kept flirting back and forth. And we had never been single at the same time. And then finally we were single at the same time. And we went out together one night, like a group of us, and I was like, finally, like this is it. This man is tall, he's muscular. I'm finally gonna get to fuck this dude. So we're like making out at the bar, and he's like all tongue. I'm not kidding. It literally was like an octopus tentacle just coming out, just like licking around my face. And we're fucked up. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's good at like having sex and just not good at making
No.
out. We get back to my house, it's even worse. Like I remember at one point he's eating me out, and I'm just laying there, and I'm like, yeah, uh-huh, so good. And then eventually I'm like, oh, I just want you to fuck me. Because I'm like, get the fuck off of my vagina. So then we end up having sex or whatever. And then we're trying to switch positions. In the middle of this man breaks his knee. I'm not kidding. Like,
This
he
is not where I thought this story was going.
he like legit breaks his knee while having sex with me. And I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, and like, it's just so funny because he had hyped up his sex game to my friends.
That is an ick.
And
Guys that hype themselves up and under deliver.
yes, and he told one of my friends, he's like, "Oh, well, like I've never been with a girl that like, I haven't been able to make cum or whatever."
She's
And
lying to you. She's lying to
literally,
you. And girlies who are not educating these men before they come to us, you are part of the problem.
absolutely. And like once I had sex with him and he left my house, I turned to my roommate and I was like, "That was one of the worst fucking I've ever had in my entire life." And we're just talking about it because and laughing because he was so cocky about it.
And I bet he left there being like, you know what? I broke my knee because I was fucking this bitch so hard.
Oh, absolutely. And then later on that day, we went to this brewery party, and one of our friends showed up who had made out with him before and had flirted with him before. And he was wearing a big knee brace, and she didn't know that we had hooked up. And so she's like, "Oh, what happened to your knee?" And he was like, "Oh, I was like getting out of bed this morning, and I guess I just like tweaked it wrong. I'd hurt my knee before and whatever." And she's like, "Oh, wow, you're like getting old," because I think he was like, I don't know, like 34 at the time or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally had to turn away, and like I was laughing so hard. I was like, I need another drink. Like I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, like, I can't be here right now.
I was like, you fucking dumb fuck.
Feet licking.
Ick.
Yum.
Yuck. Ah! I knew you were gonna say that.
Like with the right person, a little toe licking is fine. How about head pushing?
What is head pushing?
When you're sucking his dick and he like pushes your head down.
Oh, okay. This is my thing with that.
It says this one screams frat boy.
Yeah, it's a yuck for me because clearly I'm already fucking sucking your dick. I don't need you to, because I've noticed a lot of guys do it, and Mr. W tried it with me one time. I literally slapped his hand away. I was like, don't you fucking do that. He's never done it again.
I mean, I guess that's conditioning.
Conditioning like a
See,
dog.
I'm like reverse conditioning. I'm like push my head down until like I can take it.
Oh my god. I mean, like, I can take it, but I don't want you pushing pushing it
Oh,
farther. You know what
like
I mean?
all the way. Yum. When they say, "Aren't I so good at this?"
No, you are not.
No.
Clearly not.
The moan police. It says, when they ask me why I'm being quiet, I'm not an actress and nothing is warranting a noise.
I would have said something, I mean, not those exact words, but I remember this one time I hooked up with this random guy, and he finished in probably like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think I'm like giving him grace on that. He was fucking me from behind. I literally turned around and looked at him and I said, "That's it." And he was like, yeah, we can go again. I said, "No, that's okay." And I got up and got dressed and immediately left. I said, "I don't need to speak to you again."
This one's a good one because a lot of guys have done this to me. The fingering fake out when they finger you for like 2 seconds.
What the fuck is up with that? That's an ick. Like, you have to warm her up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I need some foreplay.
Yeah, they do like the 1, 2, dick.
Yes. I'm
Ick.
like, why are you trying to push your head in already? What the fuck is up with that?
This should be illegal, not cleaning you off after you're just laying there.
Oh my god, yes. You're just like starfishing out and they just walk away and go to the bathroom and then they're fucking peeing and farting in there and you're just like,
Not the farting.
like, can a girl get a towel?
Yikes. Oh.
Okay, I have an ick.
Okay, let me have it.
When guys come and they are like moaning super, super loudly, where it sounds like they're about to cry.
I don't know if I've had a crying moan, but I like a little verbal, like, oh yeah.
Yeah, a verbal affirmation is fine, but I mean...
Make the noise.
Okay, so my ex...
oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Mr. Bankrupt Man, this is how he would fucking come. And the first time we ever hooked up and he came, I was laying there and I was like, is he crying while fucking me? Like, what is going on? Because he's like, this is, I don't know, I'll try and do it. He's like, and I'm just like, woo! I had to deal with that for a year and a half.
I mean, I don't even know how you would approach that. How do you tell a guy the way you're moaning is turning me off?
I remember one time we hadn't seen each other in a while, and so we're having sex, so he came fast, but he started it with, "I'm so sorry, Grace." And I was like, what? And then he did his moan cry. And I was like, is he trying to tell me he cheated on me? Or what the fuck is going on? And I was like, wait, what's happening? And he was like, oh, I just came. He's like, that's why I said I'm sorry. I was like, oh. Okay.
You're like, I would have taken the cheating.
Yeah, literally, I would have been like, I wish you had told me you cheated on me. I would have taken that over everything else.
Yeah. But the moral of the story is, what is the moral of the story? Guys, know your women. Know your women. If you're hooking up with random girls, we don't expect you to be perfect, but you gotta follow clues when, it's the first time hooking up with a girl. If I'm like, finger me, and you don't finger me, it's like, okay.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You already failed.
You can literally just type into the internet, like, best ways to get a girl off. Like, me and Mr. W were on FaceTime one time. It was, like, early on in our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you're so difficult, like, your clit, whatever. I was like, yeah, I know, it's so fucking annoying. He was like, I want to make you come by penetration. He's like, oh, we're on FaceTime. Shares his screen, and we're literally Googling and researching best ways to make a girl come with a difficult clit, like, penetration, like, different positions, but you can make it fun. He got us a sex book of different positions to try, different things to do. It's not all about just the penetration, but it's things that you can do to him and he can do to you.
That's really fun. And with a trusted partner, you should feel open to talk about that stuff. I know earlier I shit on the girls that didn't coach their men.
But But we shouldn't have to. We should be able to tell you, like, I'll give you 2 to 3 times of me being, this is, I don't like this. I want it like this. And anything later than that, you're unfucking helpable. You might as well break up with that person. Like my mom said, if the person you're with cannot give you a good orgasm, your relationship is doomed.
Relationship is doomed. I'm like, it's so easy. I'm like clockwork. Eat me out while you're fingering me at the same time. Done. Like, me too! It's so easy. And I'm just like, it's literally like, you can read that anywhere or watch any porno anywhere. And just like, it's simple. Like, mouth on the clit, fingers in, going up. That is it. We're done.
Yes. And it's so funny because the first time Mr. W figured that out, he was like, literally, he goes, as soon as I slip my fingers in you, he's like, you come almost immediately. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I come even faster if I have a butt plug in.
Yeah, we haven't done a butt plug yet, me and Mr. Spreadsheet.
I love my butt plug. It's so cute and purple.
We were talking about it because, like,
I'm surprised you guys haven't.
I know. Well, I eat his ass and vice versa. So that's a very regular occurrence in our relationship because he knows what's good for him. But we're trying to find the best angle for, like, him to be fucking me while I can put a finger in his ass. And I was like, we could just get mutual butt plugs.
Yeah. Oh, I have a question for you because Vikki and I, fun fact, have the same vibrator. So
we'll link it here. This is the best. So my ex-husband found this vibrator on Reddit. He deserves all the credit. It's the best.
Oh my God.
It's the best vibrator in the world. So good that I never have to fuck him again. How amazing is that? He deserves all the credit. Shout out Lilo. Shout out Reddit. Shout out ex-husband for giving me the vibrator that will stay with me my entire life.
Also, Lilo, please sponsor us. I think.
Please. I have so many Lilo sex toys.
Yes, they're the best. Oh my God. And like, they're heavy duty, so they last a while. Yeah. They are a little expensive, but they're fucking worth it.
Worth it. Like, no better vibrator. Like, Mr. Spreadsheet was trying like a wand on me, and he's like, I can get you off faster than this. The Lilo, womp.
Yeah, I have a wand. Don't care for it. But so do you use it when you guys are fucking?
Yeah, sometimes. Not all the time. We have. I like it during anal, so I need like vibrator on my clit while I'm getting railed in the ass.
Okay, because like sometimes when my clit's being difficult, like especially if I've like been drinking a little bit, we'll use it. And usually we'll use it like in missionary. We've tried it with me being on top. Like it's hard because it's a little bulky. You know what I mean?
But no, like a good like doggy fuck with that on your clit, even if it's in your vagina or your ass, like, and you put the Lilo on your clit, everything. If you're gonna do it on top, like you can't be like knees down on top. You got to be knees up.
Knees up, yeah.
Yeah. So then it's like on you, like these are my legs. Like this, like not like that. Because if you're sitting like that.
This episode's gonna be a wild one.
Well, if you guys haven't noticed, our trend is we go raunchy sad, raunchy sad. Last episode was about mental health, and we talked about being in a really dark place and how sometimes orgasms are more important than your mental health because of that euphoria and that serotonin you get from an orgasm, and how it's sometimes hard to orgasm on meds. So
absolutely. Hold on, I have to find the comment because I posted about it on our TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok.
Someone commented on it and said, my psychiatrist told me I should just accept it and move on. I was miserable, so I stopped taking my SSRIs because it just seemed so weird and it wasn't worth the trade-off. I said, the girls who get it, get it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly. But yeah, this is a raunchy episode, friends. We will never yuck your yums. And I'm just going to say this. The list of icks and things that we wrote out, there are so many yums that we didn't talk about, and also things that could seem like an ick with one partner. It's because of the partner, not because of the task.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, preach, girl, preach.
Preach. Because there's some things that I'm like, if this X person, whatever, did this to me, I would be icked. But if the person I'm with now wanted to do it, 1000% in.
Oh, 100%. My favorite thing is when we're like about to have sex and he just like throws me onto the bed and just like I just love being like manhandled. Ugh.
Oh yeah, there's something about like I'm thinking about it and like I'm thinking about my weekend
I'm
and
so excited to have sex this weekend. Oh my
eh,
god.
no, like I was worried going into this weekend because me and him have never really had period sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is our first time having period sex, and then it was like, let me vomit and have diarrhea around you all day. Like we went through a lot of firsts this weekend, and we had so much sex on my period.
I
But
love
with
that
my
for
ex,
you.
that would have been an ick. It would have been an ick because
He would have made it a Nick. He would have where Mr. Spreadsheet is like very caring and wants to take
yes,
care of you
yes,
and make sure you're okay
yes,
first
he would have made me feel so uncomfortable. And
and bad.
there was one time, me and my ex were having sex on my period, and he got a little bit of blood in the tip of his penis, and he freaked the fuck out.
What a little fucking bitch.
I know, it was just like a little bit of blood, but I was like, yeah, it traumatized me. Guys, be mindful of what you say and what you do because it's made me really nervous to have sex on my period ever since that interaction, and it wasn't even bad. I've had way more gruesome period sexes than whatever that was.
I say I've always been really lucky that like, guys I've dated and I've fucked on my period where it's a bloody mess. Like there's
Yeah,
blood like all over their dick and their
yeah,
pelvis area, and they're like, ah, whatever, I'll just go take a shower. And I'm like,
yep,
all right, sick. Like
sick,
it's not gross unless you make it gross.
right. I matched with this guy on Hinge, and he was like, "You're so hot. I want to fuck you." I'm like, "I'm on my period," and he's like, "Nope, out for me. Can't do blood."
Suck my dick.
He's like, "Just come over and suck my dick." I'm like, "Heck no."
No, ew, God.
The point of this episode, I don't even have closure.
I was about to say,
I don't have
let's,
closure. Like a lot of ladies don't have closure because men,
yeah,
educate yourselves.
yep, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And
And I was gonna
why
say,
we're the same people, but I'm like, I just want to say, us women are not perfect either. We are not above being coached, but I can tell you
yeah.
what, you will not have to tell us more than once.
I was gonna say because we
Mm-mm.
fucking know how to listen and take constructive criticism.
Correct.
We've been doing it our entire lives.
Yep.
I won't get on a feminist soapbox this episode.
It's still Women's Month.
You're like, great, I triggered Grace again. No, but to wrap this up, exciting news. Vikki and I will finally be together next week. So episode 7, we will be recording together in person.
Yay!
Yay!
We're going to be together in Blacksburg for my mom's 70th birthday. Shout out Sandra. Happy 70th birthday. We love you.
Happy birthday, Sandy. Love you.
We love you. I'm sorry if you don't love the pod, but we love you. And Mr. Spreadsheet is meeting my parents that weekend, and Grace
And
for the
me.
first, and Grace, he's meeting Grace for the first time in person. So we went from period sex to vomiting diarrhea to meet the parents, meet the best friend. Yeah.
We're just chugging along, man.
Check the box. Thanks for coming. Be sure to follow Your Secret Safe with A. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Your Secret Safe with A. Be sure to buy our hats. We are still selling those for $35 each, and they are taking up space in my closet. So I'd really appreciate it if someone would buy a hat. As a reminder, merch is expensive. Get us big. That means follow, like us, subscribe, TikTok, Instagram, blow us up. So everyone was loving the t-shirts. I know y'all want the t-shirts. Get us big so we can make you t-shirts.
Say those t-shirts were not cheap.
No, they weren't.
Plus, if you get us big and we can afford more merch, I really want to do a baby tee merch that says "Do better."
Yes, do better. Men, do better.
Do better about finishing your women.
Yeah, make sure she comes first, always. The men who know this know that we will be loyal to you until the end.
Absolutely.
I'm like, toodles, Illy.
Illy, bye.